I'm Julien Cyr, CEO of Holberton School France. Holberton School is a global coding school where we are teaching software engineering to any kind of people. Before we had automation system in place at Holberton School, our life was quite chaotic. We have processes all over the place, a lot of manual work, a lot of paperwork, and it was totally a mess and not efficient at all. We chose Zapier instead of other tools because we were confident to use this product. It was on the market for a long time. We have a lot of connectors to all the applications we were using at the time already available. And we are already super confident because we saw in the product that if something is missing, it will be available in the future, or we can make custom additions to fit our needs. Also, personally, I was using Zapier for years, so I went naturally with this product. Zapier makes me feel confident about the work we are doing every day because I can rely on something strong and efficient. With Zapier, I can automate anything. Sky is the limit. Life before Zapier was chaotic. Too many manual processes, too many paperwork. We got rid of that. We are using Zapier for very critical business workflow. It goes from the customer relationship side to the billing side. Everything that goes from contacting clients, contacting partners, sending contracts, sending an invoice, collecting payment, run through Zapier. So it's really in the middle of everything. We must rely on it. We must trust Zapier. And we do because every day it's working. We have 0 error in the past few years, so we will continue to work on it because we can trust it. Initially, we had an issue. When we open new schools, when we welcome more students, we need more staff because one more student is one more contract, one more invoice, and so on and so on. But what we want to do at Holberton is scaling the quality education that we are providing to our students. And to do that, we must focus on students and not on operations. We had to automate tasks. We did with Zapier, and in that way, people don't need to spend time on those manual tasks. They can spend time with their students. With Zapier, our staff is saving hours every day, meaning that it's more time they can spend with our customers. Beyond saving times, what's great with automation tools is that you feel better at your work because you don't do the same work every day. You can explore new possibilities. You can spend more time with your colleague. You can spend more quality time with everyone. So that changed the life. That changed the way you spend your time at work. What's great with Zapier is also that when you make a change, it's almost invisible to the staff. Why? Because the goal of automation is to remove all the things that you have on the day-to-day that make some pains on your work. So when you make a change, it's to remove that pain. So it's invisible to a student. So the change management is super easy. And when it's visible, it's for the best, so everybody's happy. At Holberton, it's we are focusing on the students. We have our mission is to bring quality education to the many, meaning that we have people for all kinds of backgrounds that need some assistance, that need some coaching on the day-to-day. So when we spend time sending an invoice, it's the time we are not spending helping someone. So it's super important for us to save time on what doesn't matter, to focus on what's matter. Today, it's a no-brainer that Zapier have a really good return on investment for us because over the years, we have opened new campuses all over the France territory, and we don't need to hire people every time we open a new campuses. Why? Because we have one accountant for the country. We don't need one for any campuses because we rely on automation. My favorite thing about Zapier is that it's constantly changing, it's constantly evolving. There is new features so many times a year that it's making it exciting. At Holberton School, we like experiments. So basically, we always start with a problem and we try to find a solution. When we need to find a solution with automation, we go on Zapier and we try something. At the beginning, it's very simple, and then we work with agility, meaning that we will add more steps, we'll add more handling errors, and so on. So at the beginning, it's always super easy workflow, and at the end, we arrive with something super complex that handles many use cases. That way, we can scale our business. At Holberton School, we like to do things by ourselves. We are software developers at the beginning. So we try to have controls over our data, over our softwares. But today we need to move fast. Fast with using AI, but fast with the tools we are using day to day. We choose Airtable to work with, meaning that we have a centralized database, but this database alone is nothing. What we need is to be able to connect all the ecosystem of applications we have around it. And for that, we are using Zapier. And Zapier is used with Aircall, is used with Sage, is used with Stripe. Many tools we are using, almost every tool we are using are connected to this system. AI is taking over. Like every day that's passing, AI is like making more change to our daily life. In automations, that's true as well. Before, we were like creating some workflow and had some issues we couldn't resolve by ourselves, need to reach out to support. Now with AI, we can ask some helps and most of the time find the answers. And one thing I really love about Zapier recently is that when you need some custom actions, you can just use a simple prompt and Zapier will make the custom action for you. No need to ask the support, do a feature request, or write some code. You can just ask with your prompt. Something I really like about this product is that it's not made for software developers. Software developers, they know how to code, they know how to automate. It's made for everybody. I can see in my teams that everyone is using it. Especially I can think about the marketing team, who is doing an amazing job on the day-to-day because they're able to collect leads from any kind of places and it's arrived in the right database at the right moment and notify the right people. So it's not just tech people, it's for everybody.